Came with giant slabs of drywall and packs of laminate floors and tiling. At night, I saw her shifting the curtains, sitting in the dark, watching me. I couldn't take it anymore. She was going too far, watching my every move. We were separated by a street when we should have been together. I decided to end it. Ready or not, the time had come. I called her at work, where I knew she had to answer the phone. Look, Leslie, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. We should get a drink and go back to being friends.
I don't know, Jamie. It's just, things have gotten complicated.
I know, but it's okay. We can sort this out, I said. Things had changed, but I was going to end it. Look, I'll bring the wine and we can sit up in Creeper's Knoll. I know you've had some work done. I want to see what you did. There was a wait, and then she agreed.
All right, Jamie.
We had a date at 7 p.m. All of the work I'd done was coming to fruition. Tonight, we could be together. She hadn't come home that summer after she broke up with me, or the next winter. She took summer classes and attended winter sessions. She moved off campus and had an apartment there to help accommodate her new schedule. I missed her so much it was maddening. If I'd ever had real money, maybe I could have gone to college as well. I could have had my own apartment and take classes. I could have been collegiate, too. I'd hoped Leslie would come home when my mom passed. I'd hoped she would come to the funeral. We were supposed to be friends at least. But she didn't come. She didn't send a letter. I still missed her. But she came home early from college because all of her extra classes she got to graduate early. But that didn't change anything either. She had her 9 to 5 and she didn't visit me, so it was good what I did. After her aunt died, she came back to me. I should have thought of that the first time, but I never counted on that house. I didn't really think she would get it, much less like it and move in. I mean, I would have lit it up if I'd known Leslie would invest all her time and attention in it instead of me. Leslie was at Creeper's Knoll right on time, which was surprising because she was usually late, especially when it was important to me, like the night of the Winter Carnival. She was wearing the same coat that she had had that night, too. We went inside together. Leslie was very quiet. "Well, I've got some wine and glasses," I started. I opened the top of the bottle. I didn't realize it was so expensive. I couldn't afford those ones with the corks. I tried to sound jovial, but Leslie's attitude was making it difficult. She kept moving back from me, practically jumping. She used one hand to move her hair, constantly putting it back behind her one ear. The other hand she kept firmly in her pocket.
Hey, what do you
Creeper's
want?
Knoll was looking nice, very sanitary at least. When are you finishing
this.
the outside?
You're gonna need it.
I tried to hand her a glass, but she made no effort to take it.
I think it's about
The wine.
okay.
I still held
Take
Leslie's
care of your.
glass, too.
Everyone always whispered about you. Suspected you of various things.
I don't know what you mean. Have you already been drinking? I laughed. I had to force casual now, as the situation was out of my control. I couldn't help that she was still angry, that she kept talking when she should have just been quiet.
When your mother died, and then went around moping about me, asking where I was, asking about me, talking about me, and every birthday, every holiday, you sent me cards, saying it was okay to come home, how you arranged everything. I thought it was a joke, just a sense of humor. You were so weird sometimes.
My eyes were locked on the wine glasses in my hands.
But you had those boxes with my picture on it. All those photocopies of what you sent. Everything I sent, and some stuff. I don't know how you got it.
I had arranged it. I was all ready. You just wouldn't come back, I said.
And so you killed her, right? You killed your own mother first, and then my aunt, right? Arranged it all so that I could come back to you.
You were away for so long, when you should have been here with me. I love you, and you need me.
You're fucking nuts.
The glasses slipped from my hand. The shattering startled me. When I looked at Leslie, she was gripping a revolver in both hands, pointing at me.
I'm going to call the police right now, and you're going to stand right there.
I stepped toward her. Each step forward, she stepped back. Why would you do that when I've worked so hard for us to be together? Despite whatever I did. It worked, didn't it? You're here. You're with me. One of your plans is finally coming true. You're turning this place around. We could be happy together. You have to love me now. I didn't see a phone behind her. I don't know where she was trying to get to.
You always creeped me out a little, Jamie. You're nice. You were nice, but you're deranged, and you need help. You need help, Jamie. I don't love you. I don't.
I didn't listen to her. What she said didn't make a difference. I loved her. I was going to have her. I was going to have her completely to myself. There was no point talking anymore. She was angry, like always. It was definitely the lowest point in the relationship. Her finger jerked near the trigger, but didn't fire. I just kept moving toward her. Maybe she was expecting me to give up, for me to just say I was joking. I never was one for practical jokes. She should have known that. She should have fired. If she'd shot me, I probably would have stopped. I was determined, but not insane. I couldn't follow through with my plan. A gunshot wound? Instead, she tried to run past me. I stopped her by grabbing a hold of her silvery hair. She moaned. It was a funny-sounding little cry. It made me laugh. She struggled harder against my grip. A few strands came loose, but she wasn't getting away. She might have fired the gun. I couldn't hear very well. Only the sounds of her frantic breaths were of any interest to me. She still didn't get me. I think she was trying to make noise. Maybe she was screaming too. I really don't know. I pulled her onto my other arm until I got her. Then I was able to get her against the wall and use both hands to strangle her. I can still hear her yell shit. Then I was really angry. I pushed her as hard against her throat. The gun fell to the floor. Leslie's fingers scratched at my hands. I waited for that moment. Tears fell from her eyes. I didn't know if she was crying or if that was an involuntary reaction. Her eyes still moved rapidly, like she was searching for an escape. The moment was getting closer. She moved less and less. She sputtered. Her eyes were still. She was petting my hands more than trying to. Her eyes became closed. Then I made my kiss her. A second kiss ever, and this time I got what I wanted. Her final breath. The last exaltation of her being, the perfection of herself. She shouldn't have done this. If she had just thrown it all away and sold the property, she would have found his music. Maybe she would have loved it. I was making her a room, especially just for her to be happy. I bought a really big one, flags of all different countries. I painted ivory trim once I knew she liked it so much. I even got her a dollhouse with the colors she wanted for Creeper's Knoll, I think. And if she just gave it a chance instead of being mad, she would have liked the pictures of herself. She looked most alive, smiling and happy in them. I cut out the other people. They didn't matter. I wanted just her. I've done my best to make her look the same, but her eyes clouded and her face stiffened before I could get the expression right. The smell should go away soon. My mom's only lasted a few weeks. I hadn't expected to have to learn taxidermy, but I think I've done fairly well in the short time I had. I wish I hadn't bought all those chains now, or reinforced the walls with steel beams. That's money I'll never get back.
What lies beneath. Some people believe that monsters only come out at night. Those that believe in such things anyways. Sightings of these foul beasts are normally reported around darkness because of their sensitivity to the light. And yet, even others believe they just wait for you when you are all alone. But these latest rumors of creatures haven't been found in the corner behind people's doorways, or patiently hiding under the bed. They haven't been found sneaking into anyone's closet either. These have been witnessed coming out from the tunnels that miners were digging up. This wasn't too far from people's homes, and some citizens asked them to stop. They saw things, not human, coming out at night from the tunnels. And every night they would boldly travel a little farther. Even more people stated that the miners were invading these creatures' homes, and if they didn't stop digging, these beasts would invade their own homes. Still, the digging continued. Who was going to believe such a story anyway? One day, The truth hit a little too close to reality. When Greg Darwin was called to inspect the tunnel, the miners stumbled into a problem. There was a barricade inside and they couldn't break through it. There was found on the barricade a stone tablet with what appeared to be ancient writing. To make things worse, it was written in a text that no one could translate. Soon enough, it didn't appear to look like writing at all, more like symbols. Some of the workers thought it would be a good idea not to continue, getting an awful feeling. Some of them were so spooked that they quit on sight. The rest of the miners continued on, and soon enough they found a passageway. It was completely sealed. There didn't appear to be any other way around it. Still, they were as determined as ever. And after weeks of studying, a professor broke the code. As they wandered around, the place started to resemble more of a cave than a tunnel. Before they got any farther, the doors closed behind them and locked them in. The professor tried to calm everyone down before they started to panic, explaining that if this was a cave, there's probably another way out. Two workers walked up to Darwin and introduced themselves as Joanna and Bobby Murr. As kids, they used to go over to the abandoned tunnels and play inside. It didn't used to have any barricade, and it always led them into the cave, until one day the tunnel collapsed.
Oh, fuck! Dang it! Oh, fuck! Dang it! Oh, fuck! Dang it!
Someone else tried that already. It was stupid. If you're here to do business, prove it. Put all your weapons in that bin over there.
Only opens with a key.
Good. I like someone who makes smart choices. I take it you got my message. Then we can talk about the job. My sister's in danger, and I need someone to rescue her. It's not. If it was just raiders or cannibals, that'd be easy. But she's gone to Maxwell's world. Maxwell's world. It's I think they call it an amusement park, northwest of Boston, the size of a city and untouched. There's 1,000 legends about that place, and half of them say that Mr. Maxwell vaulted up 1 billion caps worth of treasure. Jenna, she's always been a creature of opportunity, so she went looking for that treasure. She listened to the wrong half of the legends, I'm afraid. See, the other half all say it's haunted, incredibly haunted. I don't believe in ghosts, but there's never been anyone, ever, that has ever returned from that park. I don't think Jenna will be the first. I've come to accept that my sister is dead, or soon will be, but there's two things everyone needs in this world: guns and hope. I'll make no emotional pleas. Jenna is a very good treasure hunter. You save her and I can pay you in whatever you want. Experimental weapons, tons of money, you name it, just get her back. That's always been the hard part. I've never been there myself, but I know that there's 3 ways to Maxwell's world. Jen and I came across an old subway hub. There's a train there, mostly automated, some stupid state-of-the-art thing before the bombs fell. It can run to the park, that's how Jenna got there, but I've no idea how reliable that automation is. If you want to listen to rumor, they say the ghost of the bus, and no, I don't understand that either, but they say it makes stops at its old station, in an old interstate car tunnel north of Salem. And finally, you can just try to walk to it. There's a mostly intact highway to the northwest that runs by it, but the last time I went there, it was filled with storms and drugged-out raiders. It's your choice, really. Can't say anyways, a guarantee. If you've any questions, ask them. I want my sister back alive, and I want my money's worth. Jenna is, to be honest, she's bossy, rude, impulsive, and stubborn. And she's also probably one of the most skilled treasure hunters out there. Half these munitions are stuff she's found or fought for. If anyone could survive Maxwell's world, it's her. But that is still a big if. That's always been the hard part. If you want to listen to rumor, they say the ghost of the bus, and no, I don't understand that either, but they say it makes stops at its old... And finally, you can just try to walk to it. There's a mostly intact highway to the north... What I know is rumor, mostly. It was a pre-war attraction. You've seen Jangles the Moon Monkey, the Silver Shroud, all those brands and characters on TV? Well, Mr. Maxwell apparently owned or invented them all. He also owned the park, lived in it too. Now that he's dead, everyone says his fortunes are locked up deep within the park. None of this has ever been confirmed, of course, because nobody's ever returned from the park. That's the other rumor. People say that things in the park are alive, or undead if you want to use that term. I don't particularly believe it, but I know a few people who went off to Maxwell's world, and they haven't come back. Then you know what to do. Here's an upfront commission. We can negotiate the rest of the price when you return, with Jenna, and alive. Bring my sister back alive, and I'll make you the richest person in the Commonwealth, or the most heavily armed. It's an either-or situation. bring my sister back alive, and I'll make you the richest person in the Commonwealth. Or the most heavily armed. It's an ideal situation.
Whatever you need.
You're listening to 8-Bit Hits. I'm your host, the Duke of Nukem. Sit back, shut up, and enjoy, or I'll put my boot up your ass.
Hey,
General.
Yes?
hey, at least it's honest work.
I wonder how high the vault numbers go.
But yeah,
I just wanted you
think
to
the
know
Commonwealth's
I'm
got a
ready to
real
do
shot.
Yes.
Give us a bit, you impatient shitwit.
Yeah, what part of maintenance don't you understand?
Give us a bit, you impatient shitwit.
Yeah, what part of maintenance don't you understand?
way to pick this. Hey. Hey. Hey there. Hey. Are you serious right now? Get out of the way! You there, down on the ground! If you don't want to be ghoul bait, get in here quick!
Are they ghouls?
That's not a very nice thing to call them. What a bunch of fucking assholes!
We should stop. Their faces full of cotton candy and make them eat it!
I don't know why the hell you came here, but you're both very dumb and very brave.
Are you able to vouch for this civilian? I can remind you that...
Yeah, article whatever, subsection who gives a fuck says something you're not allowed to do. I'm sure those rules really save the asses of your dead buddies.
I believe it was the carnivorous bumper cars, not the lack of rules, that killed them. I was actually going to point out that the last 5 people who came in here were revealed to be not real, a murderous animatronic, and a bunch of mutated pigeons in a coat that, I might also remind you, actually ate my laser rifle.
Yeah, dangerous, evil living park, I get the point. I doubt the park has grown smart enough to attack its own people, though.
False flag operations have been a staple of psychological warfare since...
Don't care. What I do care about is you. Look, I'm not gonna say no to an extra hand. You step through the gate, which means you're as trapped as the rest of us. Fun, isn't it? Once those gates slam shut, there's no way out. You can't climb out, you can't force it.
You can't melt or shoot your way out either. Knight Ageldorf found that out the hard way.
What the fuck kind of name is Ageldorf?
He was my friend.
He had a stupid fucking name, and he's a ghost because he pissed off Maxwell is what he is. Remember that? I bet you do. He made a big speech about it and everything. Man loves the sound of his own voice. You haven't seen him yet? You will soon. The guy in the suit and cane. Mr. Maxwell. That old pre-war movie mogul or something. Taunts you, preaches at you, tries to get those robots to fuck with you. The entire park is dead, but it's alive. Sentinel Boring's friends could tell you that much, and if we're going to escape, we've gotta... I really don't know. There's an army of weird ghouls, giant robotic whatevers trying to kill us, and a ghost that talks like a radio trying to steal our souls. I'm the first to admit I am completely out of my depth here.
Operating protocols when under siege in an unknown area dictate that we perform initial recon, and if possible, the restoration of power to an operating area. I also really have no idea what to do, but if we power things on, at least it might give us some more defenses and a little more time, at least to formulate something more concrete.
What, you just got a computer in that tin can of yours?
Yes, and it tells me that the power station for this park is fairly close. This Maxwell apparently wanted everything under his control.
Seems like something you can relate to. Alright, I'll concede. You, if you're not a ghost or a pigeon and want to escape, then you're stuck here with us either way. We could use your help there. I don't like him, but Colin here has a point. We could use that power.
I wouldn't advise leaving this place alone. We need someone to stay behind and keep the barricades up.
Fine, you and me?
I would prefer it if I were in this party. If there are...
Fine. You and either me or the human equivalent of a defeated Psy over there head over to the power station and see if we can get it working again. Whoever is left stays behind and makes sure this place stays intact.
Agreed.
A little team bonding exercise is fine by me. Don't let me die, or I'll come back as a ghost and haunt you, alright?
That's a likely outcome.
Oh. Oh, fuck. You're right. Forget that I joked around about that.
Paladin Colin Richter Wallace, Brotherhood Purge Team 36. I've petitioned for us to be Brotherhood Purge Team 1, in light of the fact that there's only one Purge team. But even I can't wade through that much red tape. I'd prefer to keep our interactions professional. Brotherhood regulations forbid unauthorized contact with outside possibly infected individuals. I'm already taking a risk, but these are extraordinary circumstances. Understand that the Brotherhood rightfully hold the views that there are some things in this world that are truly fundamentally wrong. Consequences of technology that are too dangerous to imprison or curate. These things are so god-awfully wrong that the only logical course of action is their annihilation. That is the mandated job of the Purge teams. We destroy that which needs destruction. This place had enough rumors to officially clear it for purging, but, well, you can see how that all went to hell. Standard regulations and common equipment for a purge team. Plus, let's face it, there's nothing more cleansing than the hot flame. I have been with the Brotherhood since I was a child, yes. The wasteland is lawless, but the Brotherhood has been a shining beacon of regularity for me. They gave me a purpose. I have seen men and women, good men and women, taken by things no man could explain, with far too many apostrophes in their names. I have seen children turned inside out and evil made real. And the rules were there to keep things safe. You don't walk into a minefield when there's a sign warning you not to. The same principle applies. Noted. Expensive and gaudy, but that's not why the Brotherhood was here. What was of interest to us was the fact that in its day, Maxwell's world was one of the most technologically advanced places in the world. You can always count on the entertainment industry to be the forefront of innovation. Brotherhood sent a team here to recover technology. Unfortunately, they ignored the rumors. When they didn't come back, they sent us. The current mission now is to purge the park and shut down its central processing unit. State-of-the-art animatronics, ride metric analysis, not to mention all this control Maxwell has over the park, all point to one thing. Maxwell had money and sought to make his park the best in the world, so he built an AI in his image to run it. Obviously, it's gone haywire, which explains the killer rides, skeletal animatronics, and holograms. It's simple logic. This level of control has to be an AI, right? Right. At least the Ferris wheel hasn't come to life. Codex Section 5, Subsection A, Article 1 says that any potential technology needs to be held in our hands for safekeeping. But all this? Fuck, just burn it to the ground.
Hey there.
Those mascots get stuffing everywhere. Those mascots get stuffing everywhere. We had better get something out of this. Other than our lives, I mean. Well, shoot, I mean, not much to really tell. Me and Gale have been scavengers for the most part, but who isn't these days? I've wandered around a lot, taken jobs here and there, killed a bunch, stole a bunch, looted a bunch. Gale's more or less the same. Very. She used to be a lot happier when she was younger, but we've had to move around a lot. Life's not easy in the Commonwealth. I was hoping whatever treasure was here might let us both settle down permanently, and if I'm gone, she'd have something to live off. Saved up quite a few caps working for the Minutemen, hung out with the railroad, even worked out with a few power-armored bastards for a while. And that's where I got the jacket. Or stole it. Well, I helped him out at Quincy. Ammo and gun repair mostly. Quincy was nice. Peaceful. Me and Gale relaxed there for quite a while. Problem was, they got overextended. There was always some settlement that needed help from some ghoul or super mutant problem. It got so bad at one point that even the general was doing a ton of legwork. Ugh, don't get me started. I'm all for helping people, but what else do they do? So many resources and all they do is send out poor synths to die, while everyone else wallows in filth. I think I had it when that asshole Tinker guy gave me a speech about the basic right to life, while I sat there covered in some raider's blood. Well, I've never seen them myself, but I encountered their synths here and there. For some sort of super smart, super secret society, you'd think they would design and build their things better. A lot of Institute stuff I saw seemed to be made for the sake of making something. Damned be the consequences. Let's get back to work. Look, it's always the same story if you talk to anyone. Big amusement park, guy who makes cartoons and comics, bombs fall, everyone dies, hooray! What I'm more interested in is what Maxwell hid beneath the park. I'm sure he was a lovely guy years ago, but I know for a fact that near the end, Maxwell Entertainment was struggling for money. He wanted to keep the park, so he sold out. US government loves a big, unsuspecting crowd to test things on, and we're willing to pay. And what better crowd than a bunch of park goers? There's probably hundreds of secret government projects hidden all around here. Watching and testing explains things, really. Hallucigen Inc., big Boston-based company, had paranoia-inducing gas research, government contracts, and wanted to move to human testing. Along comes Maxwell's World, and they found the perfect testbed, which is then nuked, leaving behind no bodies and a lot of mind control gas. All this, maybe normally it's raiders and ghouls, but breathe in a little bit of 200-year-old fumes and bam! Ghosts and monsters. Don't tell me you haven't felt a little woozy since you arrived. I'll see about finding us gas masks, but they might not help. Now we're talking! Just try and keep up, okay? Those mascots get stuff everywhere. Keep an eye out for ammo caches. Enough people have died here to leave behind quite a lot. Now we're talking. Oh my god.
Shut the hell up! The boss is talking!
Thank you, dear. Welcome, welcome. It has been so long since we've received so many guests at once. I must say, the park is positively bustling. Andy, I hope you've got the flyer.
Yes, sir, Mr. Maxwell.
Perfect. Then it will be a lovely evening for fun, rides, and merriment. Don't you, Say, haven't you been before? Oh, I never forget a face. They may have burned my dreams in atomic fire, left me to starve and freeze while my soul clings to existence. But everyone who has come through this park has left touched in some way. You've been a patron of Maxwell's world before, my friend. A long time ago, no? Do you remember the world back when it was green and full of life? And not blood-soaked until it turned a sickly, faded brown. Well, welcome back. It's not the park you remember, but I'm sure there's a little slice of your former life you're sure to enjoy. After all, look at your peers. All right, everyone. How happy are you? I'll be looking forward to seeing you join them. Oh, and, mind the clowns and enjoy yourself.
I love it when he does that.
You're new to the park. Welcome, welcome. It's a great park.
You'll love it.
But you're also going to die. You're under-equipped, you need help, but we've got what you need. Cotton candy and hot dogs to heal you, soda to get away some of that nasty radiation. You'll love it. Go ahead and buy some. Take some. It's free, no cost, no need to buy. Just eat the food, eat the food. Shove this food into your stupid fucking face, you giant goddamned asshole. Eat the food. You really should. You're going to die.
And those guns are fucking shit, like you. You need better guns. Why not have Captain Cosmos' ray gun? If you're enough of a fucking idiot to use energy weapons, or if you're a dumbass who's into explosives, why not get this firework gun? You definitely need it. You let your family die. After all, you're such a pathetic waste of space. You really think you can escape without our help? Give in. Buy some ammunition. You don't stand a chance. Come on and buy. You couldn't protect them. Buy!
Food, free and delicious. Eat!
Let's see what you've got.
Your eyeballs are shit. Look and eat with your eyeballs.
haven't a chance without our weapons.
Let's see what you have.
I told you that you needed them, but you never listened. That's why your family is dead.
Got it.
Maxwell didn't like being on the government's dime, it seems. 4 pylon thingies, 1 computer. In my experience, there's usually a convenient switch or terminal that'll switch all of these on. Let me see if we can't find anything. Maxwell didn't like being on the government's dime, it seems. 4 pylon thing.
Hey, got a sec?
Well, not the first time I've been saved by unexpected help. Definitely the first time I was saved by a skeleton while running from a lightning ghost, though. That was not fun. Pal Wally knows his way around power grids, it seems. Let's get back to the house, talk about that ghoul. What's with that beeping?
Is it? No, sorry. My bureaucratic timer is fine. Not me.
Not surprised? Not gonna ask.
It's a...
And I don't want to know. Seriously, what is that beeping?
I think the upper levels of this ride were also a minor security station. It seems like someone set it off. There's your issue. Just a simple violation of...
The point? Get to it?
Someone opened the west gate to Fantasy Avenue? I doubt whatever's out there would set it off. My educated guess? It was the ghoul in the power station.
Might be our ghoul friend. Look, if there's another person out there who's trapped like us, we need to do something.
Ghoul or not, we could use an extra ally, especially if said ally has access to the rest of the park.
Dear me, making plans already when you've got that terrifying ghost on the loose.
Shit!
No, this is a neutral visit. I respect yours, which is why I should inform you. Our electrical friend loves lights and attractions. He brings the whole park to life, he does. So of course, more power means a higher chance of one of his visits. Now I hope everyone has been enjoying themselves. But I must get back to work.
Well, I can't assume he hasn't been listening in on all of our conversations.
I haven't.
Whether it's telling the truth or not, we might as well try it out. I'll see if I can't find a way to...
Let me do that. I'm a better hacker.
You don't.
I am. Alright, so you heard Maxwell's rules. Anywhere that's receiving power has a higher chance of attracting whatever that thing is. I managed to hack into the park's main power settings, but it's limited. It looks like you'll be able to divert just enough power to each of the main themes here. I know the entire point of getting the power back on was for the extra ease it'd bring us, but right now, the priority is to find that ghoul in Fantasy Avenue. It's your choice whether or not you want the lights on.
Brotherhood regulation.
Nobody's read the rule books. Just say what you're gonna say.
Take one of us with you. Teams always work better.
See? Was that so hard?
Hey.
Is your decision final? Then please sign this. This, and, well, I don't have the last one.
Oh god, here he goes again. Don't sign them.
Please be aware, according to the code, Section 6, Subsection B, Article 2.3, that by assisting any Brotherhood endeavors, you agree to the forfeit of any and all items deemed higher technology, the specifics of which are detailed in Article 5. Somewhere. Here. Yeah, there. You also acknowledge that you are under an official non-disclosure agreement and the operations of all Brotherhood contingencies are to be kept secret under pain of legal action. And any and all fallen members at or over the rank of Paladin are not to be looted, as defined in the first contract. Any questions? No? Good. Let's go, laser something.
Haven't a chance without our weapons.
I'll think about it.
It seems we don't have as much control over power as we thought. How biblical. Look around for some sort of generator.
It was under.
I'm nobody. Pretending to be somebody. Pretending to be named Stoked. Because my name tag got too fudged up to read otherwise. Hi, I'm Stoked. I work against here. No, never. Maxwell can claim the souls of everyone else, but I'm free. The monkeys help. He never wanted them to go into production, you know. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. What do you need? Picked the locks or had a key. They opened for me anyway, which is good. because we're going to get you out of here. That's my job. Exactly. Maxwell. He's in every bullet, every hot dog, every popcorn kernel. He wants you to stay. All you have to do is to leave and you have beaten him. It's what I want. The park, its evil oversoul. It has a presence. It seeps into the food, the utilities, everything. Every prize in this park, it's just a way to sell your soul to the devil. Don't eat the food. Don't use the weapons. Else he'll claim you, and you'll end up a reveler, filled with joy and living to serve Maxwell. And don't trust the machines either. They're jerks. Of course, saved your dumbasses once already, didn't I? Hiding out in the haunted house, right? Good choice. He hates that one too. Probably has to do with the irony. Maybe. Sorry. Ahead of myself. Lead the way. No, not the overworld. Can't have the presence there. We'll take the tunnels. The park's always had them. Secret systems for employees and managers. Can't have security or janitors running through the crowds, Maxwell said. It'll upset the guests, Maxwell said. We have to project an air of omnipresence, Maxwell said. They're infested with revelers. No better way to get around if you got the stomach for it. No rides either, thankfully. Good. Hop in. Hope you brought a light, by the way.
Excuse me. I don't know how long our supplies will last. I'll monitor it, but make what you've got count. I don't know how long our supplies will last. I'll monitor it, but make what... At least the... If we escape, I'm taking a permanent desk job from now on.
Oh?
See? That wasn't so bad. Now in! In before he catches up with us!
Those mascots get stuffing. You're the guy who saved us.
No, I'm the guy who prevented you from getting annihilated by a ride-animating ghost.
The
Same
ghoul.
that.
You know what?
You know what?
Never mind.
Never mind.
Okay.
So, why'd you save us?
Same reason I saved the last 50 people who came through. You're in trouble. What's more, you want to leave the park, and that's where I come in. I'm a professional park escaper.
Are you implying that you've escaped this hell before?
Well, no. In fact, I've never had anyone escape before. Most of them got eviscerated by a roller coaster or two. But that's going to change. You came at the best time possible. The rides used to be nervous, as were the revelers. But Maxwell, he's been worn down. He's desperate, and he gives us our opening.
So, you do know how to escape.
There's one way out, and one only. The gates are unscalable and inaccessible, but Maxwell had a private way out, a secret VIP tunnel. I knew of it because I cleaned it up once, after some child star vomited. I think. I don't remember. But it exists.
Say we believe you. What's stopping you from using this tunnel? Or really, what was stopping anyone from using this tunnel?
Because it's located there. The Park Tower, Maxwell's headquarters. And it's been in lockdown for over 2 centuries. Getting to the tunnel might be the goal, sure. But getting to the tower, that's claimed so many lives. Because Maxwell knows he's terrified of being alone. So he tried everything to keep people out. But as strong as he is, he can't stop the lockdown from being lifted. You can't. Not conventionally. For years, I mostly just tried to hit it with a crowbar. But now, I know the best solution. There's a glitch, a little bug in the system, and it ain't easy to exploit. The lockdown server will reset if it can't communicate with any other main server, but only if it's authorized by one of the higher-ranking operators.
So what? We shut down a few computers and force Maxwell to give up a keycard?
Yes! Wait. No. Kind of. There's a threefold component to this. We have to shut down the main server. Yes. But it has a backup generator. We have to overload the main grid. Then, we find another operator's key card and use that to break into the main tower. It's a threefold quest. Time Travel Mountain, Maxwell City, Raging Rivers. Each place has a key component you need to escape.
How do we overload the generators?
Most of the park's power goes to Raging River. Something about pumping water takes a lot of power. An ancient, massive pumping mechanism in the depths of the sewers and pipes. Destroy that, and things go even more crazy. After that, kaboom! Goes the grid.
What about the main server?
When they installed the Holo Theater, they moved all the server infrastructure to Time Travel Mountain. You got to get into the Holo Theater and find the main server somehow. My supervisor used to have one. Last anyone ever saw of him, he was overseeing construction of the vault coaster in Maxwell City. So that's the goal. Destroy the pumps, shut down the Holo Theater server, and get the keycard in Maxwell City. You do that, we could end the lockdown, enter the control tower, and escape.
Easier said than done.
I still insist someone comes along.
I never travel alone. Never want the presence killing you after all. That would be a bad thing. Choose your character.
What?
Ignore me. I'm insane. Someone left the bumper cars out of their pens. That's not good.
Hey.
Yes! We'll do this the right way. Let me grab my broom. Oh, I already have my broom. Never mind. Let's go.
He-Man, it's me, Skeletor. I have conquered the metal, He-Man, and I will rock your cock off.
Skeletor pimp, he won't skeleton. Murdered a monkey cause he's a meth junkie. Snorted cocaine off a hooker's tits. On He-Man, he fucking spits.
He-Man, why don't you suck my bone, He-Man? And then I'll beat you with a telephone, He-Man.
If you don't like Skeletor, then he'll make your ass sore. Take this skeleton dressed in blue. Watch a bitch, he'll cut you.